Hi everyone, it's Armina. I'm back, and for today's reading, I'd like to suggest the topic of long COVID. I know there are a lot of people who suffer from that, or people who are friends with people who go through difficult things because of COVID or long COVID. So I wanted to have a look and ask the cards whether there's going to be some kind of a cure in the future or how the research is going to develop, whether we're going to have any new information on that soon or not, any helpful treatments. I got this deck recently, so I'm going to use that, but also some other decks because this deck is pretty new. I just don't have that much experience reading it, though I believe it is pretty intuitive. So we're going to use this deck, and also I really like this set of decks, As Above, So Below. So I'm going to use the So Below one because it reflects the normal daily life that people have. So these two decks will help us answer the question. And we got also some oracle cards, like these are all oracle cards here. And then we're just going to use more stuff if needed. So let's proceed without further ado. Let's use a few cards for like different years. It's almost the end of 2025, so let's start with 2025, 6, 7, 8. Also maybe let's do 9 and 10. So what is the state of research? And what is it going to be like? 1, 2, so 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's also use some oracle cards. I really like this Believe in Your Own Magic deck. So let's see. And if we don't have any positive answer with those years, then I'm going to use a few more cards. Okay, cool. And as for clarifications, I really like this deck. It literally has some words in it. Richter. So I'm going to use that one as well. Cool, but only for clarifications, I guess. So let's see. 25. The Hanged Man. So there is some kind of like hanged situation, some kind of a sacrifice going on. So some people just suffer. And I think that card shows it perfectly. But we also have the Hermit. Normally I don't read reverse cards, so I would just say that people feel left out, left alone. And Clover, release your guilt. I feel like long COVID is getting taken more seriously. So this tendency is going to continue till the end of 2025. But for now, as you can see, people who suffer from this are left alone. Some cases are pretty severe, like you can have a look at the Physics Girl. Her YouTube channel was affected. She was affected. It's very tragic. Let's see what the future brings us in 2026. Flower, be honest with yourself. So maybe we will know the real reasons behind that. Maybe some more research. Maybe people will start taking long COVID more seriously, or maybe, some people have some vaccine side effects that are also not very well researched, so that may have to do with that. So more attention to that. 5 of Wands, just fighting, literally fighting for honesty. And then 4 of Cups, I feel like a lot of people are just going to be tired. And this card is like the card of fatigue as well, emotional fatigue. But here in long COVID, I feel like it can also be the physical one. So let's see like what else is going to happen in 2026 in terms of long COVID. You see, I got a card. So let's interpret that. So we got 7 of Wands. Let me read what it says. No compromises. Ready to take risks, basically. Risikobereitschaft in German. Being brave, Mut. I feel like some people are going to take part in some studies, so I feel like there's going to be like more scientific research and people are going to need volunteers. Maybe people are going to fight for places. Everyone wants to get the possible new treatment, so at least some kind of development. Like, it's not perfect, it's far from perfect with the 5 of Wands, and a lot of people wanting the same thing, but Death says that the situation is going to change drastically. So I feel like, as you can see here, in 2025 we didn't have much development, right? It's the Hangman. Nothing is happening pretty much. The Hermit, we are isolated. But here in 2026, something is going to change. Let's see, like, is going to be like a drastic change or not. The Chariot. El Carro. So, yeah, I think that there's going to be way more research in 2026. Are people going to get some like real treatment? Ace of Swords. So kind of yes and no. I feel like the reasons behind the disease is going to be like more clear, also with the honesty, but people still are going to need some time for research. Knight of Swords. I feel like there's some distance, like, yeah, there is a potential for a drastic change, but there is also this Knight of Swords in between of the Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Swords, so there is going to be some development. Okay, we can take that. Let's have a look at 2027. Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. So I feel like this person represents the person who suffered from long COVID. They're doing better. They feel more rested and they are hard. Like, you've earned all your stripes. Here is something like the marks you may get from losing weight or gaining weight drastically. But I feel like in our situation it's more about scars. So I feel like people are going to get better, actually. Let's see if the other cards are going to say something similar. The Empress. That's a very good card to get in this context. And Ace of Pentacles. So here, if we had an Ace of Swords, which was mostly about thinking, finding a new solution, here it's Ace of Pentacles, which is something we can actually touch, something that's more physical. And the Empress is a card that signifies good health. So let's see whether people are going to get better in 2027. 8 of Swords. So not everything is so good. Okay, so I feel like there is going to be maybe some medication or like at least some protocol of treatment, but it's still not going to be like super scientific with the moon. And if it is going to be scientific, then maybe there's going to be something like side effects, or like I feel like people are going to be restricted, like they will not have access to it. So even though there is some very good development in some cases of people getting cured, let's see if they're going to get cured, or if it's just going to make their lives a bit better. Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, 3 of Swords. So I feel like it's definitely going to raise their life standard. Like, if they couldn't do sports, they probably are going to be able to do much more, but not necessarily have the life they had before the sickness, before the disease. Okay, let's see what 2028 is going to bring us. Feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. King of Wands and 4 of Wands. Four of Wands is about your house, King of Wands is about the strategy, and Fist is about the abundance when it comes to your resources. So let's dive deeper into that. Six of Cups. I was talking about the new normal, but here with the Six of Cups, it reminds you of something good and it's pleasurable. And it's in other decks, Six of Cups is something that you experience as a child. Here it's different, but it does bring some good memories. But still, we have the Seven of Swords and the same energy from before. We got the same Page of Swords, so not everything is going to be perfect. So there are some worries still with this Five of Swords. Interesting. Maybe let's also use some more cards from this deck. I want to have a look at the situation in 2028 from another angle. We got the Chariot, so things are going to get better. Queen of Swords. There is definitely going to be much more research. I mean, it is to be expected, but 2028 is by far like the most researched year. But still, Five of Cups, Seven of Wands, Four of Swords. It's like I don't see a lot of people like benefiting from the research yet. Like even if the research is positive, maybe it can benefit like a group of people or help people, but they will not feel well as they used to before COVID happened. So let's use some more cards, but first I want to clear up the space a bit so that we can see the years 29 and 30. Okay, so here 29, Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. That's already a better card. Then we got Nine of Pentacles. I love getting this card, especially in the context of health. Imagine if there was a person who wasn't able to do much by themselves, who needed support, who needed to rely on something or someone, maybe some medication, maybe something else. Here they're pretty much independent, they already have everything they need. And here it feels, I mean, it's not a Phoenix card, but I do feel like this is someone who's very content with their body, with the energy. And with the Knight of Swords, I feel like they're going to have way more energy than they used to, because a lot of people suffer from fatigue when it comes to long COVID. But here I feel like long COVID is going to be less of a problem for many people. Let's see. Again, the same card I got recently. So we got Jessica Barrett, so they're going to be ready to risk it all. Again, not everything is going to be perfect. There are going to be some illusions and some negative feelings. But with the Ace of Pentacles reoccurring, I feel like there is a potential for some physical cure. Okay, that's for 2029. Let's check the 2030. Six of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. So from Five of Pentacles we went to Six of Pentacles right away. And I feel like that's the energy I hoped for. So like from this broken state, we just want to be in the energy of abundance where we can share something with others that they need. And also swim away from this situation. Finally, like we're swimming away from long COVID. This merman here is kind of like the bad guy. So the long COVID is impersonated, is represented as this merman, and everyone who suffered from long COVID, they're like, you know what, I'm going to swim away from you, and there's going to be some means. So In 2030, I feel like there is going to be some mitigation because the Six of Pentacles is a strong indicator that people are going to have something physical that's going to help them. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles. See, another Pentacle card. That's what I love to see. Some physical things. Page of Swords. More research. The High Priestess. So the hidden motives, the hidden truths are going to be revealed with the High Priestess. Three of Swords. Painful. Six of Cups. Yeah, people are going to feel the way they felt before. So as they're going to be like fully cured. Knight of Cups. Knight energy is not King, Queen, or Major Arcana energy, but still it's good enough. The Chariot. So going in the right direction. Okay, that's already good enough. Page of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. And give me one final card. Ten of Swords. Something has ended. So I feel like 2030 is the year when things are going to change. But let's see if I understood that correctly. Maybe let's also do 2031. 2031. Is there going to be a cure from long COVID? Two of Swords. Not the full cure, but something that makes your life easier. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, we got the same card. Like, maybe you can keep taking, the same medication or something. Something that you have to take all the time. Because this man here in this card is drinking something, right? So maybe, like, as long as you take this medication, you feel, like, almost as good as you did before getting COVID or, like, developing long COVID. Okay, so, like, 32. Three of Swords, still not there yet. 33. Three of Cups. That's better. Let's see some more. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, 33 is like when it's going to be available to more people. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Swords. The year 2034. King of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. 35. Four of Cups. Justice. 36. 7. 37. 10 of Cups. That's the card of joy. 8 of Cups. The Emperor. So by 2037, I expect long COVID to be treated so well that it's not going to be a problem for many people anymore. I wonder if it's going to be like a permanent solution, like you take something once or twice and you're healed basically, or if it's just going to be some kind of a medication you take for life. Let's try to see that. Five of Swords, so you have to fight, and the Moon. Based on this card, like this deck is new to me as I said, but based on how I feel about this card, you're not going to, like this is a continuous thing, right? But you're not going to do that forever. So, and also with the Moon, maybe it's something like you take, it's something that has a cycle. Death. Maybe like you take a shot once a month for 3 months and you're done. Something like that. I don't know, like I'm very new to this deck, but I'm trying to see with the Moon there is definitely some kind of a cycle going on. You have to fight a few times, a few fights, and then it's over. But then it's not going to last for a long time, right? Yeah. So basically, you do something for a few... You do something and then you're pretty much as good as new. The Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like the cards are trying to tell me like there are going to be many options, like many different kinds of treatments. Maybe that's why I'm getting like mixed signals, because the Moon is about cycles, Death is about going from one state to another state, the Five of Swords is about like fighting all the time. So there are going to be like different things. Seven of Cups is symbolizing that, but I can feel that people are going to be treated like, some people are going to feel normal. At least that's my hypothesis. Oh, I got a card again. It's the Hermit again. So are some people going to be healed? Judgment. Here, I feel like Judgment is a good thing, and Justice. And Ace of Cups. So I think yes, by 2037 it's going to be different. I feel like people are going to understand the reasons, come up with different treatments, and people are going to be happy about it with the Ace of Cups. So let's see, I'm posting it in November 2025. It's going to take 12 years, but let's see whether I got it right or not.